Ladies and gentlemen, this brawling match is scheduled for one fall and is brought to you by Jones Ready Mix.
As we get set for our next contest, we thank you for wherever you may be watching us right now. And what a contest this is going to be, ladies and gentlemen. I am really looking forward to this one. Here comes cold-blooded Wes Warren, who gave Corey Constantine a huge run for his money back at Conflict of Acadiana. Nearly came away with the win against our current #1 contender. Wes Warren loaded with talent, but he is a very ruthless, cold-blooded individual. I mean, he's called cold-blooded for a reason. It's just not another. It's not another moniker. He is that. We saw a side of him like that against Corey Constantine. But he's going to have another tough task ahead of him in the form of the WildThing.
And his opponent.
If there's anything I want to say right now, it's the fact that I am glad that the dream team, that is WildThing, The Rocket, and Mustang Mike, were able to hash out their differences back at Conflict in Acadiana, and everything seems to be right in the world when it comes to the WildThing. It seems that his sins from when he was with Big Ramp have been forgiven, not only by the fans, but from his former compatriots in the Dream Team. And he's now ready to get back on track against a very game Wes Warren. Like I said, we saw a lot of what Wes Warren is capable of back in Conflict at Acadiana. A very wild, ruthless, uncaring, cold individual. And let's just say, you know the old saying, step on a crack, break your mother's back. Not only would Wes Warren step on that crack, he would jump on it. That's the kind of person he is. But right now, Warren better get focused on a very tough, very reinvigorated WildThing. Like I said, after settling all of his differences with the Dream Team, WildThing has finally got his head on straight. He's ready to get back to his winning ways, but he definitely won't win any matches after being run over by Wes Warren with that shoulder block. And the fans here in Columbia are solidly behind the WildThing. Another collar elbow tie up. And this time it's WildThing with the headlock. And WildThing really holding on to that side headlock, wrenching down on the neck and applying the pressure. Warren tried to throw him off into the ropes, and WildThing held on. This time does not hold on, and this time it's WildThing rocking, and then Warren once again takes down the WildThing. Up and over. Leap. Oh, wait a minute. He's going to go for the CBD. He's going to go for the cold-blooded driver. Counter by WildThing. Was able to get down. This one a clothesline. And there's a shoulder tackle for you. WildThing showing you how it's done. And a beautiful drop kick. The former multiple-time tag team champion was going for the Wild style. Counter by Warren, who runs into a boot. And now WildThing off the top with a missile drop kick. WildThing goes for the cover and only a 1 count. Says referee Eddie Irons, only a count of 1. Well, if that anything, that speaks to the toughness and the tenacity of Wes Warren. After all that offense to kick out of 1. But now WildThing going back to that side headlock. Oh, they're backed up into the referee, into the corner. Eddie Irons needs to get out of there. And a headbutt by Warren. Oh, what a chop. Eddie Irons checking in with WildThing to see if he's okay. Oh, and another hard chop right to the chest cavity. But WildThing responds with a couple of right hands. Warren stops him with a knee. And a right hand sending WildThing to the outside. And so Warren really gave a great accounting for himself back in Conflict in Acadiana against Corey Constantine. Was very close. Oh, man! Close to winning, but that time he chopped the steel post. That could break a bone in your hand. Oh, and now WildThing is going to exploit that injury. Pretty much in the same manner that happened to Corey Constantine back in Conflict in Acadiana. Warren exploited an injury to Constantine in that match. And now WildThing is doing the same thing to Wes Warren. A couple of right hands. And now WildThing with a slingshot spear. Goes for the cover and only a 2. Again, I literally felt those steel posts, ladies and gentlemen. Those are incredibly hard. And Warren chopped it with all of his might. And I'm surprised he hasn't broken a bone in his hand, but whoa, my God! Warren just dropping WildThing across the top rope. That'll really drive the air right out of your body.
2. Only 2, Wes.
And now with a blatant choke right in front of it, referee Eddie Irons.
3, 4, come on, get off of it.
And Irons literally having to push Warren right off of WildThing. Well, I tell you, Eddie Irons was not afraid to get in there and push some bodies around. And Alexis Windsor will stand her ground, so will Eddie Irons. And now Warren once again showing us why he's called cold-blooded. Just look how ruthless he's being. No regards for the rules. No regard for his opponent. After that shot. Oh, and he comes down with all of his weight in a crossbody to the back. Almost with a slingshot experience. Right to the neck and the spinal cord. And only got a 2 count. Almost a whiplash-like effect. And WildThing in a world of trouble with cold-blooded Wes Warren. And WildThing's got more fight in his body than anybody I've ever seen. And nobody, oh man, he gets caught with a back elbow. If he can breathe, he can fight. And that's WildThing's motto. And now once again, Warren with a blatant choke right in front of Eddie Irons. As we hear someone from the crowd screaming he's a cheater, and I have to say I kind of agree with that fan, but again that just goes to the cold-blooded mentality and attitude of Warren. He'll break every rule in the book as long as it brings him a victory in the squared circle.
Who do you think you are, huh? Ow, who do you think you are?
And it's very apparent that he's got no regard for his opponent, as demonstrated by his lack of empathy for WildThing. Warren now sends him into the opposite corner with force. My God. Goes for the cover and only 2. Warren just literally whipped it with all of his might into that opposite corner. As you hear our fans here in Columbia, oh, but another chop, trying to get behind the WildThing. Wait a minute, reversal there by WildThing. He scores with a back elbow. The step up Enziguri stuns Warren. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Warren caught him. Look at the power of Wes Warren catching the WildThing. And WildThing reverses to a DDT. WildThing goes for the cover and only a 2. It looked like Warren had him caught. And then somehow WildThing maneuvered his way into a DDT, taking down the cold-blooded one. And now WildThing goes running. Wait a minute. Oh, and he gets dropped again with those ribs in his stomach. Oh, on a running clothesline in the corner. Ever since that slingshot on the top rope, WildThing's been having trouble with those ribs. And now, and look at Warren again. Just ruthless. No regard for his opponent. He almost relishes in the fact that he can punish his opponent. WildThing, wait a minute. Reversal there by WildThing. Reverse there by Warren. Up and over goes WildThing. Starts with a super kick. Warren is down. He is dazed. But he kicks out before the 3. And WildThing can't believe it. I can't believe it either. I thought Warren was out. I thought Warren was unconscious after that super kick. No, WildThing trying from the wild style, but what a counter right there by Warren into the sleeper. WildThing was trying to go for the wild style, and Warren, I guess, has it well scouted and countered right into a sleeper. Warren's got that neck, the carotid artery, trying to restrict the blood flow to the brain. WildThing fights out of it. Oh, wait a minute, the CBD! Warren trying for the CBD, the cold-blooded driver. Wait a minute, WildThing gets out of it.
Let's go, WildThing, come on!
And now WildTing, wait, up and up. Oh, wait a minute, Warren caught him! Warren caught him! WildThing's holding on to the ropes. Oh, wait a minute. Warren's got him. The cold-blooded driver! And Warren picks up the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, Wes Warren!
WildThing flat out just got caught in the grip of Wes Warren and had no choice but to eat that cold-blooded driver as Wes Warren picks up a huge win here in Columbia, Mississippi. You know, I said it already, he gave a great accounting for himself at Conflict in Acadiana, and it's given himself another great match for Wes Warren, this time picking up the win over a very tough, very game WildThing. And that has definitely got to boost Wes Warren up in the rankings as it pertains to the PW225 Heavyweight Championship and even the SEC championship. To pick up a huge win over the WildThing will definitely get you noticed by the championship committee and the board of directors.